All right, everybody, today we're going to do COQUITO Puerto Rican style. It is a traditional Puerto Rican coconut rum drink. We make it up every holiday season and super easy and amazingly delicious. What you're going to need: 2 coconuts. All right, this is my demo coconut because we're going to bake the coconuts, which I've already done, to speed the process up a little bit. When you get your coconuts at your local grocery store or your Spanish market, pick it up, shake it, make sure you got enough juices in there. You will hear enough juice in there. You're going to need 2 cans of crema de coco. All right, 2 cans of this could be any make, again, Spanish store or your local grocery store. Leche de coco, coconut milk. Okay, I'm using Goya today. You're going to need 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk, and then I'm using 6 cans of evaporated milk. All right, this is what you're going to need. Also, cinnamon sticks. I like the big cinnamon sticks, the real cinnamon sticks, not the little ones that you get in the little jars. Get yourself some big cinnamon sticks. It's going to add a lot more flavor. I'm going with Bacardi rum. You can use any clear rum. I prefer the clear. Some people prefer the dark. To me, you get a better taste of the coconut with the rum if you use the clear. Sometimes the dark rum will mask the coconut, and all you'll taste is that rum flavor. So I'm going with Bacardi Light. You can also use Don Q or any other rum that you prefer. You're going to need a blender because throughout the process we're going to be blending everything together. You're also going to need a screwdriver, a hammer, and a towel. We're going to make it this old school style, so we're going to be cracking coconuts open and scraping the fresh coconut right out of it. All right, so to get started, first thing you want to do is take your coconut and you want to bake it at 350 for 20 minutes. That's going to allow you to break the coconut open and get that fresh coconut right out of it. Plus, we're also going to utilize the coconut water that's inside of it. And I'm going to show you how to pop those open as well. So I've already baked them. As you bake them, still a little warm, as you bake them, they're going to start to pull apart when you pull them out of the oven. That means they're ready to go and ready to be smashed open. When you're looking at your coconut, it comes with 3 dots. Okay, after you bake them, you're going to look at those 3 dots. You're going to find the ones that are the softest. You're going to poke 2 holes into your coconut, and you're going to drain that into a pan, save for later, because we're going to combine everything. Okay, so I've already taken the liberty of opening up the cans. I've already taken the liberty of baking my coconuts. First thing we're going to do, also get yourself a big container. We're going to mix all the ingredients up. A good coquito should sit for about 48 hours so all the flavors can combine together. You can also make it right away and serve it up right away. I like to let it sit for a little bit. It gives it more flavor. All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take all my cinnamon. I'm just going to dump it right into my 5-gallon container, and that's just going to sit in there. And as we start making the coquito, I'm just going to start pouring everything right into here. All right, since I've already went ahead and baked my coconuts, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my towel, my hammer, and my screwdriver. I'm going to look for the 2 holes on here so I can drain the coconut milk. So I found the 3 on the bottom. I'm going to go here, give it a quick little tap, see if it's soft. That one's good to go. So I'm going to make a hole here. My screwdriver all the way in, give a little twist, pull back out. All right, and I'm going to go for another one. All right, going back in here, tapping again. Goes nice and easy. Coming out, it's a little bit of a struggle as you saw, but it's okay. Just make sure you get it out. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to strain this directly into my 5-gallon container. As you can see, it's coming out nicely here. You got to go back in. Sometimes the coconut blocks the holes up, so just make sure you get back in there, open them back up. That way you can get all the coconut juice that's in here out. And the reason you want to strain it is because as it comes out, you're going to get some of the peel from the coconut. So you want to make sure you don't get that peel inside of there. All right, that's coming out nicely. You can see there, I got a lot of coconut water coming out of here. You want to drain as much as you can. That's why when you're at the grocery store, you want to pick up that coconut, you want to shake it around, you want to make sure you got enough of that coconut water inside of it because it's going to give it that fresh flavor. There's a lot of recipes out there that you can just make straight from the bottles and the cans. Those are fine. I like the authentic Puerto Rican taste of the coconut inside of my coquito. All right, so I got one down. I'm going to do another one here. This one's a little bit bigger. Shake it, I can hear it. All right, going after the 2 holes again. Pop them open. That one's tough, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. There we go, a little better. And you can see already, they're baked, so they're starting to pull apart. So you wanna be a little bit careful that you're not cracking your actual coconut open while it's on the table, because if not, you're gonna have a mess. All right, time for hole number 2. Nice, that one was super easy. All right, I'm gonna give it a roll around here. Make sure that hole is nice and open to get all these juices out. Go back to my original one again, come back. All right, grab my strainer. Go right back over my bowl. Here we go again. Got that coconut water just coming right out. Nice and fresh. And I can actually already smell the cinnamon combining with the coconut water that I already put in here. I'm a fan of cinnamon in my coquito, gives it that added flavor. So I went with 3 bags. And again, you get those at your local grocery store if they carry them, or if not, any Spanish market will carry those for certain. So I'm draining this one out. This one had some good coconut water in there, so taking a little bit longer. All right, this one's almost completely drained out. Had a lot. All right, that one's drained now. I have my 2 coconuts drained, ready to be broken open. All right, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go into the garage. We're gonna go on a hard surface. I'm not gonna break them on my countertop because I don't wanna break the countertop. Take my towel, I'm gonna take my hammer, take my coconuts, we're gonna go into the garage, I'm gonna crack them open. I'm gonna show you what it looks like as we crack them open. Then we're gonna come back into the kitchen, we're gonna start combining everything. Remember, everything I make, super easy. It's not difficult. Great flavor though. All right, we're gonna be in the garage next. So I'm in my garage. I'm gonna break the coconuts open inside of here. They've already baked, so they're gonna be nice and easy to break. If you can see here, they're already starting to come apart. That's what I want, okay? It's gonna make it easy. And you can tell here, here's the holes. I'll give you a little close up. These are the 2 I drained. Here's the 3rd one. All right, so you're gonna poke the holes, you're gonna drain it like we already did, but it's a good way to look at what it should look like. All right, and you can also see my 2nd one, same thing. It's already starting to break apart. The 2 holes that I drained the coconut water out of. All right, now that we've baked them, it's really easy to break apart. You want to grab a towel, cover your coconut up, your hammer, just start breaking it. A couple good shots, make sure you break that thing all apart. And this is gonna make it easy to get, here we go. That's what it's gonna look like. Here's the fresh coconut we're gonna be using. We're gonna shred this, put it into the blender with all the other ingredients. The shell that comes apart, you can just go ahead and discard that. This one came apart nicely, so I'm not gonna have to be doing a lot of peeling later. You can see here, we'll rinse it real quick just to get all this extra off, but that was a great break right there. Fresh coconut. Oh, this tastes so good. All right, I'm gonna discard the shells to the side. Let me grab this piece. All right, on to the 2nd one. You guys saw how easy that was, right? Not that difficult, anybody could do it. All right, we're gonna break again. Oh, runaway coconut. All right, again, you can see shells coming off nice and easy. I'm gonna hit these 2 again, some more shell, coconut. And give these 2 a good shot. They broke apart. Just get all the coconut out of here. There we have it. It's as simple as that. Okay, so now I've broken all my coconut apart. I can discard the exterior shell. We're gonna take the coconut back in. I'm gonna start cutting it out of the shell and getting it ready to go into the blender. Okay, so now that I have the coconut cracked open, I'm not gonna spend time showing you guys me slicing up every single piece. So I'm gonna show it to you real quick, and then we're gonna move on, so we'll come back to it. So you have your coconut, it's already broken apart. Get a nice sharp knife, make little cuts, divide it up. I'm gonna do little squares. All right, it's about the size you want. So as soon as I have these done, I'm gonna take my sharp knife, I'm just gonna shave that coconut as close as I can to that shell. There you go. And then what I'll do is, I'll cut it up into little pieces, and these are all gonna go into the blender. As we add all the ingredients in, I'll add the fresh coconut in, we'll blend it up, just to make sure all the flavors combine together. All right, so show it to you one more time. I have my coconut that's already been broken up, that we broke out in the garage. I'm gonna take it, and this is how easy it is to cut. That's why it's important to get as much of the thick shell off. Like this one's gonna be a little problematic, but I'll get it off, no problem. Idea is to get as much of the shell off as you can like this, and then it's just gonna make it super easy to cut with a knife. As you can see, I just go right through it. So again, square little pieces. I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna cut as close as I can to that shell to give me as much as the coconut as I can get. There you go. And then I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna cube these up small, and these are all gonna go into the blender once I start combining everything. So give me a little bit, we'll be back. Next time we come back, we're actually gonna be combining everything, and as we combine it, we're gonna be throwing it into the 5-gallon container, which already has my cinnamon, and it already has the fresh coconut that we drained out of the coconut. All right, so I have everything combined completely. I've already cleaned up a little bit as well. I hate a mess when I'm cooking, just everything gets in the way. All right, so everything's combined. Everything went into my 5-gallon bucket here. I'm gonna grab a ladle. I'm gonna just stir it around. I've stirred it around for a little bit. Just wanna get everything nice and combined. I did a total of 5 blenderfuls, combined everything, dumped it in here. So now I'm gonna stir it around, make sure everything mixes in well with the cinnamon sticks. What you wanna do also, save your Bacardi bottles. Because after this sits for about 48 hours, you're gonna need something to dump it back into, because you're not gonna wanna serve it out of here, because we're eventually gonna drain the cinnamon sticks out, except for 1 per bottle. We're gonna keep 1 cinnamon stick in each bottle, so make sure you have your bottles separated. I also keep a couple extra bottles throughout the year, because this is gonna make a lot of coquito. I should be able to fill up almost 5 to 6 of these 750 milliliter bottles. So keep some aside, refill, put it in the fridge once they're done. This does need to be refrigerated, so keep it in there at all times. Give them out as gifts. I usually give them out to a couple neighbors, a couple family members. So now that I got that done, I'm gonna just continuously stir it around. And that's it. That's how easy it is to make traditional Puerto Rican coquito. It's a little bit time consuming from the time we started to the baking of the coconuts, to the cracking of the coconuts, to cutting them up, to shredding them, to get everything combined. I think all in we're about an hour to an hour and a half in. So it takes a little bit of time, but it's so worth it, especially with that fresh coconut. That's what takes the longest. It's gonna be that fresh coconut. So now that I have it all combined, here's the best part. You know, like I always say, I gotta marinate the chef a little bit. So I gotta do a little sample to make sure it's combined. And you do wanna sample it, because if you need more rum, you wanna put a little more rum in. So here we go. Cheers, salud. Oh, it's so good. I got the fresh coconut. I have the taste of the rum. Perfect. I don't need anything else. This is probably the best batch I've made thus far. The more you do it, the easier it gets. So please, pass this recipe on to all your friends. Subscribe to my channel, Chef Dad. I know there's a few of them out there, but look for me, the good-looking, bald Puerto Rican guy. Also, hit that like button. Share this with all your friends. Let's make this coquito video go viral. I'm telling you, once you taste this recipe, this is all you're gonna wanna drink through the holiday season. From my family to yours, you guys have a great Christmas, and I'll see you guys next time for my next recipe.